Hey guys, welcome to another mutation video. This time I will be doing week 5 mutation, which is Whiteout. So we're gonna get started here with Greyback as Nova and myself as Karax. Let's do it. Alright, so we are now in the mutator selection. Now Whiteout will be on Void Launch with mutators Slim Pickings and Blizzard. Thank you, Greyback. Now to find those mutators. Alright. Blizzard is on page 2, and so is Slim Pickings. Start the game on brutal difficulty. Here we go. Now. Alright.
Greetings, Commanders. My fellow scientists have determined that Amon is using Kaldir as a staging ground for his troop shuttles. The warp conduits he uses cannot be attacked, so you will need to destroy the shuttles themselves before they can warp away.
Alright, so on the minimap you can see some red patches.
The warp conduit is now online. Won't be long before Amon's shuttles depart for it.
Those red patches are moving from the left side to the right, and those are the blizzards. Any unit that gets stuck in them will be slowed, and any unit and structure will take slight damage. Now these mineral pickups and that gas pickup are part of Slim Pickings. They are around the map because the mineral and gas patches in our base have reduced output. If you can see, my minerals increased by 1 for each pickup, and the same will apply for gas. So my strategy here will go for a bunch of static defense as Karax, and my ally will go Nova, or play as Nova, and use her usual strategy. The strength of Nova here is that her army is relatively small and powerful, and that means they're easier to control in Blizzard. Gas is done, and my forge is done, and I've already started my cannons. Now you will notice that I will not bother to take my expansion on this map, and that is because while I do get slightly more minerals, overall it is not that much, so I can actually just go pure pickups instead of taking my expansion. And as you can see, I'm not even saturating my main base fully. So I'm just setting up my cannons here, and they will be intercepting the first wave. So we have Zerglings as the first wave. That means we will either have Banelings and Scourge, or Mutalisks and Broodlings later on. So I'm just trying to roam around the map. While my ally's starting to break down his rocks, he will take his expansion. Which is fine, is also fine, but I just prefer not to take my expansion because I would rather have my resources available in the early game for defenses, instead of investing it in workers, which will barely be able to pay themselves off. We have some mineral pickups in our base. Now on the lower difficulties, the blizzards will actually not be this many. If you can see the minimap, it is dotted with blizzards. On lower difficulties, there will be fewer, so it's more manageable. And Chrono Boost is ready. Chrono Wave rather.
Prepare to defend.
Alright, I'm very prepared. Alright. So we have Banelings. Nicely done, Nova. She used the penetrating blast to delete all those enemies in a single hit. Well done. So if you may have not noticed it, I actually queued up an upgrade from my forge and my solar forge before I use Chrono Wave. It is important to do that as Karax to maximize the Chrono Wave. So I'm just running my probe around, hoping to run across some mineral pickups, but there are actually not that many at the moment. I built a few more cannons here, and I get the pickup there. There's another one. Alright, here comes the first shuttle, around 6 minutes 20 seconds.
Shuttle launches bearing for the central warp conduit. Destroying them is your main objective.
Here comes my ally, pick up some more minerals. Actually take my main base gas, because why not? Gas is actually very good for Karax. I will use it later on for energizers and upgrades, of course. Some more minerals. Now Purifier Beam will be ready in a few seconds, and I will actually use it on this first wave. There we go.
It appears the enemy is advancing. Prepare to meet them in combat.
Oh, looks like the enemy wave is heading for my ally's base. That's fine.
The shuttles are no more.
They never stood a chance.
Well, it looks like I didn't even need to use my Purifier Beam, so that's fine.
Kaldir's Zelnaga shrines may contain invaluable knowledge. My team is setting out to scan them, but they will require protection. Our research vessel is ready. We're moving out now.
Alright, there's a pickup there between my minerals. And I'm using my probes to move around and gather the pickups. I start my robotics facility. I actually should have started my Twilight Council first, because that is what enables my level 2 Solar Forge upgrade. Here comes the next shuttles.
A warp conduit is powering up, and a wave of shuttles is bearing toward it.
It is attempting to escape. We must intercept it.
So if you saw that, the bonus is also slowed down by the blizzards. I guess that gives us a little bit of time to prepare, but I'm not actually going to help get the bonus. My goal is just to complete this map. If my ally wants to save the bonus, he can feel free to do it, but I'm not going to. Alright. So I'm going to start setting up my pylons.
Enemy forces are gunning for us.
The attack wave is just going to go for the bonus instead of our base. Well, I stand corrected. Looks like they went for my base this time. There's a Viper who put Disabling Cloud on my structures, which makes it difficult or impossible for them to attack while the Disabling Cloud is active. Alright.
Activating defensive drone.
Let's put Energizer there. An Energizer is an important part of my cannon wall because it can use chrono on my cannons, and that will enable them to attack faster,
Shuttles have been destroyed.
like so.
Kill confirmed.
Alright, well done.
No! The transport vessel has been destroyed.
That's fine, because the bonus will not do very well against banelings and aberrations. But that is fine. Alright, so you may notice in my cannon wall that I actually put shield batteries in front.
Activating chrono boost now. That should greatly increase the output of our structures.
I noticed that most players put shield batteries behind the cannons, but there is actually no sense in doing that because the photon cannons and the Khaydarin monoliths have the same health as each other. So it doesn't matter if you put a cannon or a Khaydarin monolith in front, it's the same. However, the shield battery has more health than both of those. Here comes the next shuttles.
Warp conduit has been activated. A wave of shuttles is headed toward it.
Don't worry. I never let a target go.
And my cannon wall's going up. And yeah, the shield battery has more health than either the photon cannon or the K-Down monolith, which is why it is better as wall material, because it can take more hits. And since our enemy is Zergling and Baneling, it is better to have them hit the shield batteries that don't do damage as opposed to the photon cannons that do deal damage. Alright, let's start another shield battery. Perfect. It is sealed tight on the west side of the eastern wall. There's the Energizer. I put another one so they can shoot faster.
I have detected an incoming enemy attack. They are moving swiftly.
Looks like an attack is heading for my west wall, but I have stuff there to help shoot it down. So I use the Solar Lance.
Shuttles eliminated, Commanders.
Confirmed. We've delivered a deft strike.
Well done. The Solar Lance is able to hit all 3 shuttles
Research
and
vessel
eliminate them
ready.
quickly.
Let's get a team to that shrine.
Alright. The next bonus will head just in front of this west, or this east wall rather, that I made. So let's see if my ally will go for it. I won't. I'll just keep building my wall and make Amon pay for it. Another monolith down. And I have 2 observers. I'll put them in surveillance mode to give them better vision for my K-Down monoliths. Here come the next shuttles.
Warp conduits are active. Multiple waves of shuttles are in transit.
Alright. Let's see. I get my energy upgrade from the Twilight Council that gives my shield batteries more power to keep healing my cannons and monoliths. So I'm strengthening my middle wall because
Activated. Our structure should research and create units much more quickly now.
my west wall is actually strong enough to resist those attacks. The stronger attacks come through the central wall, which is why that is what I need to strengthen.
Motion. They're headed our way.
Here it comes. Am I seeing this right? It looks like Amon has raptors instead of the usual Zerglings. That is interesting.
Bringing a defensive drone online.
Probe's dead. That's fine. Because his high risk going down. But that is interesting. I haven't noticed that before. That the enemy has Raptor Zerglings instead of the normal strain.
A few shuttles have escaped. We cannot
Oh, what?
allow others to pass.
Interesting.
Our scans are finished. Science owes you a great debt, Commanders.
Well, that bonus survived.
Excellent work.
But I was actually hoping that my western wall could hold that.
Another wave of shuttles is headed for a warp conduit.
They won't escape
Alright.
from me.
So my Purifier Beam will be ready
Defensive drone.
in a few seconds. Perfect for the 5th wave. The 5th wave is the second most difficult mission of Void Launch because all 3 prongs come through the central wall, and there's an additional attack wave that hits as well, which is why I need to strengthen this wall as much as I can to block any enemy attacks. So I use this Energizer to gather the mineral and gas pickups, so I don't have to move my probe around so much to avoid.
Our foe is making their move. We must be ready.
Look at that, another raptor
Activating defensive
and the nuke.
drone.
Alright. And put it here.
You have prevented the shuttle's escape.
We have contained
Oh.
the target successfully.
That was nice. That was a nice few seconds for my Purifier Beam. Looks like the Vipers used parasitic bombs on Nova's Liberators, which deals damage, but it's fine since there are only 2 of them. Alright, here comes the second to last wave.
I am activating Chrono Boost now. That should greatly increase the output of our structure.
Looks like it's going from east to west this time. Sometimes it goes from west to east.
A wave of shuttles is making its way to an active warp conduit.
Alright.
Moving out.
Whoa, bunch of minerals
Carrying a
here.
research vessel. Let's make this one count.
Yeah, that one's dead. I won't even bother with that one. And my probe is getting stuck in between these. It's gonna live. Well, it's getting healed, so it probably will live. That's for almost certain.
Hostile sighted inbound on our base.
Here comes another wave, but my central wall should be able to hold on just fine. So far we have let 2 escape,
Time to play defense.
so we have a bit of buffer for the last wave, which is obviously the most difficult one if you've played Void Launch any number of times. And
Defensive drone initiated.
these disabling clouds are actually doing great work on my cannons. Maybe I should have gone for full surround on the shield batteries. Anyway, looks like the shuttle wave is going down, which is good.
A wave of shuttles has been shot down.
Alright,
Well done, warriors. Well done indeed.
so here comes the last wave. We have almost completed this mission. It looks like my alloy
Picking up
go.
cloaking signatures. Time for some detection.
Looks like my alloy will go support the bonus objective, which is fine, since I'm already well set up to defend all 3 attacks. I already have cannons and monoliths in place.
All 3 warp conduits are active. We must make haste to prevent their escape.
That's fine. That's fine. We got this. Alright. Let's get some more pickups. Alright.
The enemy has mobilized. We should move to intercept.
Start some more cannons there. Monolith. Energizer.
Chrono Boost activated. Our structure should research and create units
All
much
right.
more quickly.
Bringing a defensive drone on.
Oh! Those Scourge hit those
Lost contact with
Liberators.
the research team. They're gone.
Well, looks like we weren't able to hold on to the bonus, but at least my probe is still alive. That means I will be able to keep putting down monoliths as long as I have the attention span, but looks like I'm focusing on the shuttles right now. The west one is done. Now for the east one. Let's see if we can focus it down. Looks like the enemy has Leviathans. Alright. Let's use Solar Lands. Alright. The middle wave is almost done. One left. Looks like we barely have enough. And that is the map done on Brutal.
Well-deserved victory. The shuttles have been eliminated.
Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have a suggestion on how I can improve, please feel free to leave a comment. Alright. See you.